What's up? It's April 4th. Today's actually Shawnee's birthday, so happy birthday, for real, on your day. Anyway, 2025, it's 10:02 p.m. Did not misspeak there. It is really 10:02. So that sucks, but it's okay because I don't have to wake up at any specific time tomorrow. So if I went to bed right now, no matter what, I'm getting 8 hours of sleep because that's what time I'm waking up. So that's very, very cool. Probably just do 7.5. Seems like that's my sweet spot. But anyway, couple small things. So I got new nose strips to wear at night when I sleep. Got new ones. I got a different brand because they're, what I usually get is the Breathe Right, and it's a 30-day supply. It's $11. And I came across this other brand. It's $18, but you get a 120-day supply. So quite a deal. It's a third of the year. And so I bought some of those, and they work, but they're not as strong as the Breathe Right. I think that's what they're called, Breathe Right. Yeah, but they're not as strong as those ones, and that sucks because so these work, but they don't open my nose as wide as the other ones do. It seems like the band is just not as, I want to say erect, but Anyway, so there's that. Kind of unfortunate, but it works. I mean, much better than normal. But I put it on now because I didn't want to just be like, "What's up, guys?" I didn't want to do that, even though you can still hear it. Anyway, a little update there. I actually thought I recorded a show today, but I didn't. I just recorded the one-on-one call that I had with Mina, in which I'm so glad that I did, because this is going to be one of those conversations that is going to be very cool to look back on. It's also, in my opinion, hilarious because some of the stuff that Mina said made me laugh my ass off. Just talks about getting to the very end of a sales call and just not giving a fuck if they say yes or no. You just want to be like, all right, cool, catch you later. Just because he doesn't have the energy. And I just, his delivery on that made me laugh. So there's that. Other thing that I noticed was I was looking and I saw if you're listening, it's already fixed, but I noticed that episode 531 was titled 532. So I fixed that. So there's no 532 twice. It's 531, second sales call ever, 532, finally feels within reach. 533, whatever this is going to be. Dr. Seuss again. Also, if you haven't noticed, or if you, ever since I think 4 episodes ago, I've subtly changed the way that I structure the title of the show. Rather than the keywords of what the show is about, well, it's actually been a little bit longer than that. Instead of just doing keywords, like for example, episode 518 is called Client Plans, Blade 2, New Camera, Job Efficiency. The next one is called Blade 1 Complete, on to Blade 2. The next one is $50 a month for premium coaching, Blade 1 Day 29, Lexicon Expansion, Reading, Learning. Next one is Blade 2 Ideas. This is supposed to be hard, poem I wrote. Next one is N52 PAL 3, got social back in depth, N52 log. I have not done one since, but that's what the description is for. So, but I switched it up. So now it is, for example, the last 4 episodes, it finally feels within reach. A full sentence. My second sales call ever, full sentence. I am a hyper-focused systematizer, full sentence. I think about quitting all the time. I just don't consider it, full sentence. Made 11 reels in 5 hours, the new standard. It's not looking good. That's, I'm changing the way that I title these because I kind of want to give the episode a title rather than just keywords from the episode. And I don't know, part of me feels like it's just a sentence summary. And I don't know, I think looking back, I'd rather see that than, if I just look here. Notion, social media sucks, bad customer service story, no social news, caffeine, fast food, and phone in bed, mental bandwidth, refocus, live work, paywall. I don't know, overthinking it. It wasn't even that I'm overthinking it, it's just that I want to change it, so I changed it. That's the end of that. So anyway, the other thing that I noticed while I was on here, I'm on my Spotify account, is that, so I've been at 14 5-star reviews forever, but I now see that it's 15. So somebody recently gave me a 5-star rating. And if you're listening, Mr. or Mrs. Listener, fucking thank you. That is so sick. I'm so thankful that somebody, like, I've got 15 people that would give me a 5-star review. Now I can think of maybe friends or family, but I can't count 15. So I like to think that's people I don't know. Even if it is all people that I do know or that you know me, I'm still so grateful. So thank you. That's very cool. I'm very appreciative that this earned a 5-star review for you. And I'm curious if the outro made you do it, the repetition of the outro. Because outro has been a thing for maybe 30 episodes now. I don't know. 20? I don't know. But there's that. So that's all the small shit I have, I think. But again, you're going to hear the one-on-one call with Mina at the end of this. It's an hour long, so this podcast is already probably long. But it's going to be fine unless I keep on talking. Anyway, what else do I got? What else? Well, I'm doing check-ins for Mina today, and they're all going really well. I've got a couple more to do, and then I'm good. Because there's a lot of stragglers that came in late, and I just saw that, and so that's unfortunate, but it's okay. So, tomorrow is going to be a very busy day for me, and I'm trying to not get paralyzed by the analysis. Did my technical difficulties, my mouse just died. So let me plug that in real quick. There we go. All right. So tomorrow I'm going to try not to get paralyzed by analysis, but tomorrow I need to go to Costco and buy groceries. It would be great if I could meal prep tomorrow, but I don't think I will. So I'll probably do it on Monday. Yeah. I need to make a lot of content tomorrow. And I will. I as crazy as it sounds, I think the content is the number one priority because I'm not trying to fail Blade 2. I'm also trying to take my health serious and meal prep and eat healthy foods. However, the whole content thing would prevent me from being stressed out of my mind all day. So I'm going to work on that and focus on that. I also need to send Mina's check-ins tomorrow morning because all the stragglers that come in late, he says to send them the next day because he has a 12 p.m. rule. So any check-in that's done before 12 p.m., it's the same day. Anything that's after, it's the next day, which I think is pretty cool. And then I need to record this podcast, and then I would like to get a haircut tomorrow. And I only have 9 hours tomorrow to do all of the above, and considering that videos and editing them all is probably going to take about 6 hours total, if I'm speedy, that's already a chunk of my day. If I'm going to do the podcast and check-in, that's probably going to be an additional hour, so we're at 7 hours. Now, if I'm going to make a Costco trip, that's probably going to be another hour and a half because the closest one to me is about 15 minutes away. So already that's a half hour driving. I'm going to be at Costco for at least an hour. And then, so we got 9. Yeah, so I have 30 minutes left, and I would like to get a haircut. And I don't know if I can get a haircut in 30 minutes. I'm going to drive there 10 minutes, drive back 10 minutes, already 20. Haircut's probably going to take 30 minutes. So we're at pretty much an hour. Got to do that. Then I got to shower, all that shit, get ready. Because it's date night tomorrow with babes. So I just kind of wrote out everything that I wanted to get accomplished tomorrow so I could look at it and visualize it, and that helps. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. And I'm going to do my best to get it all done. Now, the thing that I've been working on actually, let's get rid of this. The thing that I've been working on with content is I'm going to step up my content tracking game. And what I mean by that is I've got this whole tracker sheet that I use to track my life, and it was so much fun to build, and I use it, and it's great. Actually, you know what? I use it. However, there's a lot that I'm not actually doing that I am tracking, and so my scores are very low, which makes me not want to do it because it's so shitty. But that I think that's ego. I'm learning what the fuck ego is. It sounds crazy because I feel like everybody knows what ego is. Like he's so egotistical. He thinks he's whatever. But ego is in everything. And the more that I'm learning about it, the more that I'm reading this book, the more examples that are given, the more that I realize I have one hell of an ego. Not in the good way either. Not in the confident, outgoing, crazy, I'm the man kind of way. But in the way that I am so self-conscious about people looking at me that I want to be perceived in a certain way. And because I'm aware of it now, because I'm very aware of it now, feel like I'm able to kind of let go. Not to mention the crucible that I'm doing for Blade 2, which is holding my phone out in front of me and talking to the camera as if I'm some kind of influencer vlogging. That has really proven to be challenging for me. But every time I do it, I feel fucking pumped. I feel so good when I'm done. And it's actually proving to me that it's proving to be just, so I know that it's in my head, fully aware, but this proves that it's in my head because when I do it and I just start talking, I realize that I could be on a FaceTime call. I realize that I could be, whatever, I could be doing anything. I don't think people really give a shit. People might look and point fun and say, hey, dude, what the hell is that guy doing? But then it ends there. That's it. That's it. I've done it in various locations. I've done it in outside my house, done it in the gym, done it in a parking lot, technically inside of a store. Where else have I done it? Yeah, a couple parking lots, couple stores, in the gym a couple times, walking out of the gym. My house, yeah. So I've done it in different locations. That's cool. I've done it in my car while waiting in traffic, but actually did more that day. But anyway, but that's been helpful for me, 100%. And I think, this sounds so dumb, but I think, 10 years down the road, because I always envision myself trying to tell, I'm on a podcast, I'm talking to somebody else, and I'm like, man, you have this business, great. Like, what kind of tips would you give? And I honestly, what I would say if I had to give some kind of advice for tips on how to improve your confidence would be to, one, do shit that scares you or makes you uncomfortable, and get out of your comfort zone as quickly as you can and do things that are uncomfortable for you so that they can become comfortable in a way. Do the things that you need to do that are uncomfortable so much that they become comfortable and you can maintain those things. Now, a lot of things you don't want to get comfortable with and stay there, but with talking or just being able to document stuff as it happens and going on your social media and doing all that stuff, get comfortable as fuck with doing that. You want to be comfortable with that so you can always do it. I think that's one of those exceptions where you don't want to always be uncomfortable. You want to get to a spot where it's just whatever you got to do, you can do it, no problem. And it's cake, it's easy. Holy shit. Okay, so I don't know how to explain this, but I have this timer. It's black, but it's got a copper top reflection. I looked over at it. I saw my reflection, but my water bottle reflection made it look like there was a man with a cloak standing right behind me. And I went, pooped my pants. And I looked over. Clearly there's nobody there. It's my water bottle. But god damn, that scared the shit out of me, dude. Wow. Anyway. So that's one of those things anyway that you want to get comfortable doing and you want to stay comfortable doing it. Things with, life and success and job or whatever, you want to get comfortable, I guess, but then you want to force yourself out of that comfort zone to reach the next level. Wonder what the highest level you could get to would be, What an interesting question. People can be successful CEOs and be at the top of their company and own multiple companies or be someone like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or whatever. But is that the top? If so, if not, where is the top and what does it look like and what do you got to do to get there? Interesting thought. I'm talking about business and stuff. Someone out there was like, oh, you got to be Jesus. That's not what I'm talking about, bro. But what else was I talking about? What was I just talking about, bro? Talking about the crucible and making videos, stuff like that. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so for social media, I made this sheet, the tracker sheet, doing a lot of stuff, tracking my stuff, but a lot of stuff on the sheet that I am tracking, I'm not doing. So my score looks like shit, makes me not want to do it. That's ego, blah, 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 learning about that. So let me actually go to this. So I made this other sheet today at work. And because we have so much downtime. And what it is I'm gonna split test a shitload of content, and I'm gonna do it over the course of 7 days. This is all gonna be reels. I'm gonna do it over the course of 7 days. 2 reels a day, so 14 posts total. And I'm gonna split test 7 different ideas with one another, then take those winners and then try it again the next week. So here's how it's going to work. So I have April 1, and this is just an example for easy numbers. So April 1 through April 14. That's 14 days. That is Oh, I fucked up here. That's not correct. This needs to be... How did I not see that this entire time? That's crazy. Let's fix that. Hold on, guys. One second. 6, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. Okay, so we have April 1 through April 7, 2 posts a day. That's 14 posts. And I've got what I'm calling, I'm just labeling them. So for example, April 1st and April 4th, and I know that the dates don't add up, fully understand, it's just easy numbers. April 1st and April 4th, I'm going to post the same type of content with the same hook. And I'm going to see which one does better. And then same with April 1st at night and April 5th in the morning. Those 2 posts, those are the same hooks. So A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. So I'm gonna split test the hooks. I'm gonna see which one does better. And actually, now more I think about it, I shouldn't split test the hooks. I should split test. So what I mean is I've got it set to where A1 and A2 are the same exact hook. And I want to see the substance of the video, which one does better. But I think the better thing to do would be to split test 2 different hooks to see which one performs better than the other. In which case, that would be a lot of different posts. So maybe, maybe I got to rethink this. Maybe what I mean, I guess, is not split testing, but trying 7 different hooks out to see which one does the best. And then comparing that to week 3, not week 2, but week 3, because I'm gathering the data. What I'm tracking 7 days after the post has been up is how many views it has on day 7, how many accounts it reached, the average watch time, the amount of likes, the amount of comments, the amount of shares, the amount of saves. And then I have all these different formulas because I love this shit that'll tell me the video with the video with the most views, the most reach, the most time watched, the most likes, most comments, most shares, most saves, and then the least amount of views, least reach, time, likes, comments, shares, saves, the average views for all videos, the average reach for all videos, the average time watched for all videos, all this stuff, the average length of every video, the longest video, the shortest video, the best post all in all, given all the averages, the worst post all in all, averages in total, so my weekly score, and then I have the winners from all the splits, so A through G, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So there's the winners for those. And it tracks all that shit, which gamifies it, which is the advice I took from Mr. Chat, GB Gabriel P. Thomas. And because when I read that, I was like, dude, that sounds so fucking cool. I'm going to do that. It's a great idea. Thank you, Gabriel. And so that's what I did. And I made it. And I'm sure that with time, it'll just be beefier and beefier. But how it's going to work is, so April 1st's post won't be analyzed until April 8th. April 7th's post won't be analyzed till April 14th, which means I'm going to have to start, I'm not going to be able to go again on this until week 3, because what the fuck is going on here? +1, +0, +1. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to do it for another week because so if I post on the last day of a week and I have to wait 7 days, I'm not just going to not post content for 7 days while I wait for the data. I'm going to post another round of these split tests or whatever. And maybe that's what I'll do. I'll split test those. So I think I'm overcomplicating this, but oh well. So if I have 7 different hooks, 2 of each per week, and I split test that with week 2 with the same hooks, but compare which ones won in week 2 versus week 1 versus week. No, I can't do that, bro, because I got to get the data from week 1 to put it in week 3. Can't do that. Good call. Good idea. We're going to move on now. So the idea is I take all this data, put in all this information, and then see which posts are actually performing well. And then what I'm doing is basing it off the hook. So the hook is what gets people to watch the video and stay. That's what gets them to stop scrolling and give me their attention. And it's all about the first, I think it's like 3 seconds. And they found that the sweet spot for a hook is 6 words. So, and they also found that there's a trending line that goes down. The more words that you say, the less effective your hook is at retaining the attention of the person watching. So what I've done is I came across this post. It was kind of what sparked this whole idea. I was like, what if I just split tested everything? So I came across this post and it had a lot of different hooks that I could use. So for example, I'm just going to read a few of them, but it is, stop doing this if you want to blank. This changes everything. You've been doing this wrong. I'm calling it. This is the best way to forget what you've heard about. Here's what nobody tells you about. You won't believe what happened when. This might shock you, but have you ever wondered why? Most people don't know this, but if you've ever felt like, we've all been there, you're not alone. If I used to struggle with this too, here's the truth about, here's how to fix. Struggling with this, try this. So that was probably a fourth of them, but that's kind of what they are. That's what a hook is. Now I'm going to try to do the same hook twice in a week, but try different variables with the hook. Maybe it's the location, maybe it's how fast I speak. That's actually I'm going to note that down right now. So split test, same hook with different speed. Because I've noticed with myself, and I'll speak for myself here, when I come across a video and the guy starts off the video and he says, don't do this if you really want to gain this much in this area, versus don't do this if you want to gain this much in this area. Something like that. When the person talks slower, I'm like, oh, yeah, what's he going to say? And it's an extra 1 or 2 seconds. But those seconds really help the video, I've learned. Not to mention, the longer the person stays on the video, the likelihood that they stay and watch the whole thing is greater, and that's what algorithm likes. So, yeah. So maybe I'll do 2 hooks per week of the same type of video. I can't really split test that because the video is completely different. So if I'm like, the one thing you really should stop doing about blank, I don't think that's an accurate split test. I think I got this wrong, to be honest with you. I think the idea is there. I don't think the practicality is, though. Well, I'll learn. I'll figure it out. But anyway, I have this whole sheet. I'm going to track everything no matter what. And I am going to plan the different hooks and stuff like that. And I have different ideas for content, and I want to roll with those. And I'm not going to, I got to keep this in mind, but I can't be making these long ass videos. I think that's my weakness. Sounds funny, but I make too long of videos. And so when people come across it, there's no quick hit. For fuck's sake, I posted me putting a 2.5 plate on a barbell. The video was 2 seconds long, and it's the most viewed reel that I have to date. It might even be at 4,000 views. So let's see. I don't think it will be. It kind of stopped, fizzled off. But let's just see. Shit, I got to scroll down so far now. Where is it? 3.8 thousand views. 20 likes, dude. That's insane for me. Average watch time is 4 seconds. The video is not even 4 seconds. That's the video. You just heard it right there. Let's do it again. That's the video. So people watch it probably twice, and that's probably why it got boosted so much, because Instagram was like, oh, these motherfuckers are watching this twice. Send it out. So, yeah, I think that's why I have the length of the video in seconds, so I can track that, so I can compare everything. So, yeah, this is why people hire people to do this shit for them, because this is how you run ads. You know, you track all this stuff. You run one ad, you change one variable, you run another ad. Whichever one performs better out of the two, you take that, move it on to something else, compare it to the next one. rinse and repeat till you find an ad that fucking kills, and then you quadruple down on it until it doesn't work anymore. That's how ads work. And I don't have money to blow. I'm negative $1,000 a month. Also, to clarify, with Mina, with me working for Mina, I'm negative $400 a month. But if I don't have Mina, then negative 1,000. So still negative quite a bit, but I'll be all right. But anyway, so that's what I got going on for this social media content planner. So what I have to do is post something and then a week later, look at the data. That's it. And it's as simple, like I'll just do it real quick so I can explain how simple this is. So I'll just go to a post a week ago. So that's 30 posts down or 28 posts down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 15, 18, 21. Okay, so we'll just say it's this one. Yo, here is a quick reminder to any. So I would go on here, I click on it. So I would say, okay, we got 10 likes, no comments, no sends, 2 saves. Accounts reached 203, average watch time 14. So I would just go and type. And I would type, and I would type. Accounts engaged. Maybe I should track that too. Yeah, I should probably track that. It's probably important. All the numbers are here. And see where my mind goes with this is the order of the columns that I have on my sheet. They're different than what's on Instagram, and that's confusing. So I need to go likes, comments, shares, saves, accounts reached, average watch time, accounts engaged. So let's just do a hypothetical here. Oh, oops. So what's the order that it goes? And this is for reels. It might be different for normal posts. It could be very wrong. Let's check. Fuck. Where am I? No, it's the same stuff. Cool. So let's just go back to it. View insights. So let's change it up. So it's going to go likes, comments, shares, saves. So it's going to go, sorry, I've got it all typed out with emojis. So likes, comments, shares, Sarah shaves. Who's Sarah? Then we got views, shares and shaves. Shares and save. We finding out tongue twisters. Share and save and shares. So we got views, accounts reached. So I got that already. Accounts reached. Average watch time. Okay, that's it. Now I have to add that last one in. Interactions. Accounts engaged. Is that something I should track? What does that even mean? Accounts engaged. The number of unique Instagram accounts that have interacted with your real interactions include likes, saves, comments, and shares. I don't think I need to track that actually because that is already included above. So now that we got these, I'm going to go ahead and paste it in this order. Get rid of those and then resize the columns so they're not janky. Likes, comments, shares, saves, views, reach, watch time. Okay, cool. So now that we have that in that order, we just made the process much less confusing, just like that. And honestly, the time it took me to do that, I think is going to be the time that it takes me to input the data. And that's it. So I do that for 2 posts because I post twice a day. I should track my carousel posts, to be honest. I should. I mean, there's no reason why I shouldn't. More shit to put on here. God damn it, dude. I'm going to have to put in categories and filters so it knows what I'm talking about. You can't just compare reels to carousels. It's a different beast. See, I don't have any problem staying up another 8 hours and doing this shit and working on it, but I need to sleep. This shit is like cocaine for me. I love Google Sheets. Give me Google Sheets and Minecraft and a lot of caffeine, bro. Oh, whatever you need to get done, I got you. But in Minecraft form. Went and saw the Minecraft movie, by the way. Shit was awesome. I got home last night at about 11. Didn't go to sleep till about 11:30. Woke up at 3:30. And believe it or not, wasn't that tired this morning. But when I got off work, I was like, I'm taking a nap. And I will take a nap. I came home, took a nap purposefully. Felt great. And even now, I feel like I could just crash. So that's great. Yeah, I'm definitely going to add in the carousel posts or the normal posts and compare it. So that'd be another 7 posts. The thing about that is why see, this is I'm not trying to go down this rabbit hole right now. I'm going to say this and then go to bed. And by that, I mean 30 minutes because I got to do all the uploading and then go to brush my teeth, take my contacts out, blah, blah, blah. But why am I following the constructs of a week, dude? I don't have to. Don't have to do it in increments of weeks, 7 days. I can do it in 5. I can do it in 10. It's just one of those things I think about all the time. We just default into months and weeks and years. Just random ass amount of days, dude. Like, what if we just did everything in increments of 10? You know, that was it, 10. Something else I think about is people have, oh man, I gotta make 30K this month. I gotta sell 8K more. I got 3 days left. I'm not gonna make it. It's gonna be a shitty month. It's like, dude, just take your rolling average from the last 100. Probably gonna feel a lot better. You're not gonna be trying to shit your pants to get $8,000. You know, so if you just take the rolling average on a day-to-day basis rather than the last month, like these months, dude, they're just, I don't know. I got different views on that, I guess. Just fucking made up bundles of days that we consider, that we call months or weeks or whatever. We used to have 13 months. They were all 4 weeks each because 28 times, Siri, what's 28 times 13? Siri, what's 28 times 13? Siri, what's 28 times 13? Fuck's sake.
It's 364.
Boom, there you go. We used to have that, and then they did away with it, and then they made certain months 31 days, certain months 30, one 28, and then every 4 years that same one has 29 because they had to account for the missing day. But whatever, it's all good. And then we said, you know what? We're gonna have 7 days be a week, 7 bundles of the day of the Earth, the sun going around the Earth rotating around the sun, Earth orbiting while it's rotating around, going around the sun. Fuck's sakes. Wait, Earth's rotating while it's orbiting around the sun. There we go. I think there's a podcast where I stopped because I didn't even know what to say. I was like, wait, does the sun move around does the Earth? It does, you know, I think I gave it that funny face emoji as a tag because I embarrassed myself. I don't give a fuck, bro. But anyway, dude, why am I doing this in things of 7? You know, first of all, it's an odd number, so I wanted to compare all the morning posts to all the morning posts just to control as many variables as I could to be consistent. But because there's an odd amount of days, can't do that. So A through G, 7 days. I can't compare A1 with A2 because at that point, A2 would be at night, A1 would be in the morning. And so I was really overthinking that. And I'm like, dude, okay, this is the problem. I'm like, well, how am I going to compare an 8 a.m. post with a 4 p.m. post? Is different times. It's like, bro, it's going to be seen. It's fine. Don't fucking worry about that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to add in the carousel post. The only problem is that I'm going to have to add more columns I'm going to have to redo all these formulas because it's going to have to look at another column and decide what it is. Maybe I'll just copy paste this and then just know that it's reals. There we go. Problem solved. Done. Figured it out. We're good. We're good. It's not going to have a length, though. There's not going to be length. Not going to be watch time. Well, that's the thing, dude. I guess it could be. Well, hold on, because I've got carousel posts that are videos. Let's see. Where is it? This one. So this one got more likes than other ones. I'm curious why that is. Yeah, so this counts as I don't know if it's a reel. No, it's just video. Let's see, does it count as a reel? I want to go to my reels thing and see if it is there. No, okay. So it doesn't count as a reel, so it does count as a carousel post. But then I can't track it that way because not all posts are going to have the video or the watch time. This is where I get stuck, worrying about shit that just probably won't happen. Well, maybe I'll just not track the views and then I don't know, overthinking it already. Cool thing is, though, I have 16,000 views in the last 30 days, professional dashboard. And that means your reel is getting played more. Congrats, this reel received 16% more plays than any of your last 5 reels. Well, my last 5 reels got 5 videos total, so 16% of that would not even be one. All good. This one got 4 likes. Average watch time is 6 seconds, so let's count 6 seconds and see what happens. Okay, I can't click on it, never mind. 330 interactions and 7 new followers, huh? Top locations, Ogden, West Haven, Layton, Roy, South Ogden. So they've all been friends and family. What else we got? Content you shared. That's pretty cool. Since March 5th, I've shared 118 pieces of content. That's pretty cool. Average of 4 a day. I think it's counting stories. Best practices, inspiration. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Podcast is going on way too long. What is this? Stop, please. There we go. Dude, I gotta post one more time and talk on my story. Okay, what are we gonna talk about on my story? I've just been posting whatever just to get it over with, just to prove to myself that I don't have to have shit figured out to go. But I'm gonna do a podcast thing again. If there's any podcast topic you want me to cover, let me know. I'm trying to bulk record a lot so I can have some content scheduled for the next however many days or weeks, because it's I get stuck with paralysis by analysis. I don't want to do that anymore. So truthfully, I'm just trying to do things in bulk so that like meal prep my podcast and stuff like that. So if you have any topics, conversations, whatever, story, whatever, let me know. Drop a thing below. If there's any podcast topic you want me to cover, let me know. I'm trying to bulk record a lot so I can. Didn't even watch it because I don't care. And I think that's the kind of speed you need to have right there. I think what I just did right there, I think that is what is going to get me to everywhere I want to go. Just the quickness and the speed, because I spent 3 seconds contemplating, okay, what am I going to talk about? Yeah, we'll just do this. Posted it, good, moving on to the next thing. I don't think it's about perfecting the thing. I think it's about moving on to the next thing so you can get more reps in, so you can learn what works, what doesn't work, and improve as you go. Because if I was still worrying about what I was saying or how it looked or what filter or whatever, wouldn't have posted it. And, on paper, I could have probably made 2 more in the time that took me to make that one if I was still trying to make it now. So that's the idea. Anyway, long tangent, long way of going around and saying I have this social media data tracker and I want to take this a little bit more serious, because I've proven to myself now that I can be consistent at posting 3 times a week or 3 times a day. It's not hard if you're prepared. I was actually doing check-ins for Mina, and one of the clients that I was doing a check-in for said something, and I was like, life is kind of easy. Life just goes on easy mode when you're prepared. You remove a lot of additional struggle when you're prepared. You got all your meals, you got your water, got your vitamins, got your bag, your gym clothes, whatever. When you're prepared, you're just kind of like, yeah, I'm just doing what I got to do. But when you're not prepared, it's like, fuck, I got to go here. I got to do this. They didn't have this, so now my goals are fucked. I'm not going to eat the right foods. And blah, 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 you know what I mean? Dude, I paused for a second. I realized that I wasn't even using my mic. That's so frustrating sometimes, dude. When because I'm adjusting the mic, I'm making sure you can hear me and it's all good. Put the mic right here. Wasn't even using it the entire time. All good. I don't even remember what I was talking. I paused for a sec because I had to go take care of some stuff, but whatever. So anyway, that's what I got going on tomorrow. I want to get a haircut. That's going to make me feel better about confidence. It's going to come across in videos and how I handle myself, all that stuff. I'd like to go to Costco, get some groceries, take care of that. Just meal prep something light or just something, I really like the idea of doing burritos. It's very simple, just ground beef, and load it up with some veggies or whatever, and roll them up. I don't know if Costco sells big ass tortillas though. I think they sell tortillas, but I want big ones. And I'll tell you what, I don't really like that when I go to Costco, I still have to go to Smith's and get other things in smaller amounts because I don't need 18 cans of beans. I need one. So I have to go to another store to get that. Or maybe I need, whatever I need. I just, big thing of tortillas, don't need 40, just need 10. Whatever it is. That's, I don't like that. Costco is great, but I don't like that I have to go to two stores. I actually plan the route so I take a different route home so that I stop on the Smiths on the way to my house to get the things that I need. And I feel like if I just left everything in my car, I'd be fine. But yeah, all good. What else? Anyway, yeah, so the haircut, Costco, doing check-ins for Mina in the morning. Got to make content. What was the other thing? I have it written down. What was the other thing? Haircut, Costco, videos and edit, Mina check-ins, do this podcast. Yeah, shower, all that stuff. We're already over 9 hours. We're actually at 11 and a half. 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1.5. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's that. I got to post on social media, and then I'll be good to go to bed. So I'm really close. But anyway, that's the show, guys. Appreciate you listening. Don't have anything else to say. I'm going to end it. Thank you so much to whoever left the other review. If you haven't already, please do so. I'm pretty sure the outro is about to say it, but it helps a lot. It'd be really cool to, I don't know, maybe big wishes, get 100 before episode 1000. That'd be cool. I mean, the fact that we're at 15 and it took me 533 episodes. It's crazy. Finally made it. But anyway, love you guys. Thanks so much for listening. Bye-bye. Do that.
Hello?
How's it going?
Hello. How you been, man?
Dude, I'm doing good. Right now I'm struggling. I'm tired of shit, but I'm good.
You're telling me, man. I'm tired too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those days.
Hey, do you like Minecraft?
I used to play Minecraft a lot.
Really?
I played Minecraft back in the days where you had to fucking make a server and invite people manually, before they had all that streamlined shit, where you had to download it torrented basically. That's how old it was, and I used to play it there. Okay,
yeah, I just saw the movie yesterday because I love Minecraft. It's probably my favorite video game. Yeah.
Shit.
So that was fun. I went so late though because it's just my little brother. I never see him, so made the exception. So we went. Huh?
How was the movie?
It was actually really good. It's weird how they combined real. Have you seen the previews? Have you seen any of that?
No.
Oh, well, if you look it up, you'll be like, oh, what the hell? But they combined live action with animated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like a human being talking with a block dog.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's been so long. Minecraft, literally. Remember when they used to have that God mode thing? They probably still do have the God mode thing, right?
God mode?
Where you can fly and stuff, and you're indestructible and everything. You know what I mean? You have
Yeah.
unlimited
Oh, yeah,
resources.
creative mode. Yeah.
Creative mode, whatever. Back
Yeah.
then, you had to download a program and do some shit so you could have that. Now it's integrated in the game.
Okay, you played probably when it was alpha or beta version.
It was the beta. It was the beta. Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
That's
you missed a few chapters, but
Cool.
yeah.
Awesome, man. How you been? Good?
Yeah, everything's good. Honestly, the reason why I say all that is because I haven't done anything today. I actually just took a nap because I was struggling bad.
Cool.
So
Cool. But we're gonna. How many check-ins do you even have?
So I checked around. So about an hour and a half ago, and it was about 18. So
Not bad. Not bad at all. Probably gonna stay that way.
Oh, by the way, so of those 18, I think 4 were late from your time zone. So.
Okay.
Hey, do you just type in what you want to go to when you want to go to it on Google Chrome? Because I see you only have like 5, or I guess like 10 bookmarks. Is that all you need ever?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, just curious.
I know the organization is.
No, I don't think it's the organization. It makes me overthink because I'm like, I've got like
fucking rub it in, bro.
No, because I've got like 80, and I'm like, you only have 4, so like, am I doing too much or what?
That's fine. I just want to see this kid. This guy is supposed to fucking renew, and he's been mad annoying.
Oh, Mike is gone, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I gave him a thing. I'm like, yo, we can just downsell him a little bit, but he's not.
You wanted to downsell him, or?
Just like he's being cheap as shit for some reason.
Oh, what do you mean? What's going on?
Just like it's because he knows me, so he's trying to get a better deal off of me, which is really annoying. You know what I mean? Like when someone says it but doesn't say it.
They just hint at the fact that you've known each other or something, and then.
Yeah, basically. It's
Yeah,
too much. Anyways, okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4. The fuck? 1, 2, 3. Are you on it right now? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can. No, I'm not on it. I'm just.
Oh, no, I'm asking because I think that's the bug that we keep seeing with the clients being deleted. If multiple people are on the same place, it just deletes everything. But whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep, 18. And then you can just take 2 of these and call it a day. Just these 2. Jesse and Michelle. That's it.
Jesse and Michelle.
Yep. Write those and that's it. Other than that, I think we're good. So you should just have 20. You've been keeping track of the clients being added, and then obviously your check-in log, right?
I was actually about to ask you. I think so, because I got up to Bachoy.
Yeah. He hasn't given any tickets. What the fuck is going on there?
No. So I've been keeping up with we're on the same thing. But
and Mariah either. She had a concussion.
So do you add these names to my list, or do I look somewhere else to then add the names to the list?
add the names that we tell you on the chat that we said, remember when I added you to the chat?
Okay, because I've only got 1 in the chat then.
Well, then just make sure here. Like, look, the names are going to come to your fucking form anyways if things are done.
So you
correctly.
assign the form then?
The green coach does, so that's David right now.
Okay.
But you will have them assigned to your appropriate form if you assign them to you. I mean, a good source where just to look if you ever want, just on the onboarding tracker right here. You'll see if it's assigned to you. That's it.
Okay. So I think I'm going to have to add in maybe 2 people then. So I think I need Stephanie, and then.
Why is she green? Why is she fucking green?
Stephanie? Oh, Monica?
I'm gonna fuck. Oh, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking kill someone. I'm just out of exhaustion. It's just frustration.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what's going on your side, but all the group chats and stuff. That's why I sent you that message the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, how can I just? My first thought was like, I'll just build the master spreadsheet, and it'll be the biggest, greatest, most, and everybody will know what's going on at all times with everyone. And then, but if you're gonna get some other stuff, then I don't know. I was just trying to make it easier because I feel like that's where I'm much better at. So utilize my strengths.
I appreciate that 100%. Why is this green?
Green means they've been added.
Like that right there is like a huge flaw. Mario Malwadazi. Okay.
So what does the green mean on this sheet?
So I will mark this green if I added them to the master sheet. So that way I know when their program end date is. She is not green. All right. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, I actually was going to talk to you about that because I hired Go High Level.
What is Go High Level?
I will show you.
I've heard about that.
Did you, Mark, Monica, you, agree? Okay. Show you again.
Oh, is this a big giant CRM kind of thing?
Yep, huge CRM, which is so funny to me, dude, because I will tell you something. Last night, I hired them. I got an onboarding call with them right away. They have this fucking, like, people around the world, like, you know what I mean? Just, like, doing, like, a whole onboarding team. So, like, We'll have all the chats here. We'll have our whole list of clients here. They have, like, this, I'll have my VAs here talking, the salespeople tagging people. You would actually, I think, like, this shit would fucking make your day. Like so organized, like you can even have like new leads, hot leads. I can probably do the onboarding thing here and create my own like workflow.
So I'd be honestly interested to see that, how you do that, so I can see how.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking awesome, right? And it's so funny to me, dude, because let me tell you something. You know that team that I told you, AR Funnel, right?
Yeah. I keep getting ads for them now.
Yeah, let me tell you something. They're pieces of fucking shit, and I hate saying that about people and businesses, but honestly, man, like they're pieces of shit. Because I opened Go High Level and I hired them. I'm paying $200 a month, okay, something like that, for like the features that I want. Okay, I was there. I got onboarded instantly. I now have an implementation meeting today after this call, right, with them to like start building stuff that I want, and their interface is exactly what AR Funnel has, like to the T. Where the names are, where the categories are, where you find stuff. I started going through it while the guy was onboarding me, knowing where things are before he even told me. He's like, "Hey, have you ever used High Level before?" I was like, "No, something similar," right? So these pieces of shit copied exactly what High Level is to the T. Locations, everything. They just changed the colors. That's it. And they charge $1,500 a month.
$1,500 a month versus $200?
And I paid them $1,500 for the first month. Why I left them was because they overpromised, underdelivered. I fired them. Man. Because they told me, "Oh, we're going to onboard your team. We're going to teach them how to do this. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. We're going to do all this," right? Then all of a sudden, look, I definitely have some blame because I'm so fucking busy. I don't have time for them to do all this. do this. They all of a sudden, like in a 24-hour span, kept pushing me. "You need to kick off. I'm like, "Guys, I don't even know where half the shit is." She's like, "Just do this, do this, do this." So I rush everything. I then had a meeting with one of the main people there. She's like, "Yeah, you're ready to kick off. You can kick off." So I told him like, she's like, "Put the link in your bio. You're good to go. We have a landing page for you now." I'm like, "Okay, where do applications come? Do I get notified? My number isn't even activated yet." Like, so it's like, where... If someone filled out my type form, right, or my form that's there, where do I see that? My VA should take care of that. Where's my VA? My VA isn't on it. It's like, "No, you're good. You're good." I'm like, "Okay." I then met with the CEO the next day because I had a meeting with him anyways.
Was it
Mike. Mike. So then I talked to him, right, and I talked to him, and he because I was hiring a VA from them. Those motherfuckers wanted to charge me $12 an hour for a VA. I said, "Fuck it, whatever."
Was Mike Krausen?
Yeah. So whatever. I talked to him, and then he starts going through things. Like, okay, so here are the messages, and he starts seeing like he's retarded because he started showing me of things that I was missing. He was like, "Oh, so here's where your Instagram's connected." He's like, "Oh, it's not connected. Can you connect it?" I'm like, "How do I connect it?" Like, okay. And he's like, "Okay, these are the messages that should be synced." "Oh, they're not synced." "Oh, okay." And he's like, "All right, and then we're going to do this, we're going to do that." I'm like, "But it's not there." So then he like leaves the room. He talks to the person that onboarded me yesterday, the day before. He's like, "Oh, by the way, like, let's get another call just to make sure you're up front, whatever." And then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, yeah, we should have another call to go through things and just see so you're fully kicked off." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Fully kicked off.
Yeah, I literally left the call. I was like, "Hey, bro, I don't, you know what, man? Like, I have a lot of information stuff. I gotta go. I have a conflict." I just hung up. Then I sent them a message. I'm like, "Hey guys, this is not for me. Like, don't fucking charge me. Delete my account. Like, it's all good. I know." Then they were like, "No, like, let's schedule another call." I was like, "I'm good. Don't need another call. I'm good." So like that's the story behind it. I know I told you I was gonna fill you in. That's basically it.
Dang, dude, that's so unfortunate. It's a lot of stress on your back that you had to handle that you didn't need to.
And it's just the fact that I could have already had high level up and running by now.
Dang.
But whatever.
Yeah, I've already been on it.
Besides the point. Anyways, yeah, but it isn't. Whatever. So
Dang.
we're going to set up high level. We'll see what they can do. Really, I think first things first for me is just to get my sales team on and my VAs on. That's what I need first, because the closers, I just met with them before this, Darcy and Victoria. They're going to start taking my calls from next week, which is awesome. Fine.
How much time per week is it going to free up for you?
A lot.
Don't you do that all day, every day?
Like 20 hours at least.
So you just go Monday through Friday from like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. or something?
I try to schedule blocks, but sometimes because of the volume of the inquiries, I just open up blocks. I'm just like, fuck, okay, fine. I'll get an extra hour in. I'll get an extra hour. And before you know it, my calendar looks fucking disgusting. But it is what it is. Like, it's the 4th of the month, man. Do you know how much money we've collected this month?
Hold on. I'm going to make an educated guess. So you probably... Okay, hold on. I'm going to say at least like 16K. More? Are you fucking kidding me? 22.
Spot on, actually.
22. Holy shit. So what I said earlier was actually spot on as well. You made more in the last week or today than I've made this whole year.
In the 4 days.
Yeah.
It's insane, man. Like
22K.
My April month is already 22K. Like, that's absurd. I know. But like, it's not me gloating. I hope you don't take it sound like...
Dude, I don't take any of this. I've never once thought that ever, just so we're clear.
Good.
Never.
Good.
This is so cool.
I'm the furthest from arrogance here. But it's just, it's mind-blowing to me. Like, actually mind-blowing to me what's going on. Like, seriously.
You feel like you're signing on, like, too many, with air quotes?
Yeah, I really feel that way. Like, I'm happy that next week I'm not taking any calls and the girls are starting. And, I'm being kind of strategic. We're not booking too many calls next week on purpose. I'm going to be in Kelowna, which I was going to tell you guys on Monday. I'm going to be in Canada with Brian for 4 days. So Tuesday through Saturday, so 5 days, right? Yeah. So
That's
I'm not taking
cool.
calls. Yeah, it's gonna be super awesome.
What are you doing there? Is it something for the MDM students, or is it just a one-on-one thing?
It's the Elite Mansion thing. I don't know if they told you.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Elite Mansion thing. But Brian talked to me, like, he was like, yo, like him and Cole, like, I want to, honestly, I'm probably going to hire them for VIP. Like, just like a VIP mentorship. I think it's like $45,000 for 6 months, but whatever.
Shit.
Yeah. But
it's okay. You'll make that in the next 4 days. You're fine.
Chill. But yeah, like, so I'm just looking forward to not having that. But we have another fucking like 7 calls or 6 calls on Monday because I opened up the calendar, But hopefully it works out and stuff. So I probably we won't have our one-on-one next week, just letting you know, because I'll be in Canada. But other than that, I think we should be okay.
Speaking of which, there's a date I'm going to tell you real quick that I probably won't be able to work on that Friday at all. That would be...
Which one?
I'm looking real quick. Gosh damn it. Hold on. I think it's... Matter of fact, I'll get to it later. I'll get it to you. Can't remember the exact date.
Okay. Yeah,
on my calendar, but
just text me, dude. You're good.
Okay, cool. Just curious with that VIP mentorship, what do you get for that? It's $45,000 for 6 months.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him and see what the fuck it even means. But
is it like a top tier?
Yeah.
Is MDM the highest, or isn't there like one more?
The VIP.
Oh, that's the VIP. So it goes onboarding, CLA.
There's an onboarding one. What's that?
Onboarding's like I don't know, 0 to your first.
Oh, 0 to 5. 0 to 5.
I think it's 0 to 2 right now, and then it's your first 30 days, and then no matter what, then you graduate into the next thing.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe it's 60 days. I don't know. But then there's the
CLA, 10K mastermind,
right.
then $1 million, then MDM, and then I think the VIP. But the VIP, I know that I'll be working with, like, I'll have access to Tex, Cole, and Brian.
That's cool.
And then I'll meet with them every week or every 2 weeks, bi-weekly, something like that, which is still pretty awesome to me. I think they're just fucking geniuses, to be honest with you. Like when you hear Brian talk, like it's actually really crazy. Like when you really like talk to him, like when I'm on those like the combos with B, like I ask him questions and he's seen it all. Like, and he's like very intuitive with things. Like he'll just say, "Dude, no, just do this." Like, okay, I do it, and just all of a sudden I'm at $22,000 in 4 fucking days. Like,
is that what happened? Is that what you did?
Yeah, I really just changed like two things with my like content, and now it's just funneling. That's it. Just like tighten up the script. Like what I did was like really focused on, like really just thinking who my top clients are and then what they were struggling with before, and then just talking about that in all my content basically. And the second thing is he actually hooked me up with his therapist. I meet with her once a week, and she's fucking awesome.
Okay.
So there's that too, and it's just like she's just great. Like can't recommend her enough. But that's it. Then
Badass.
here we are.
Yeah, that's insane, dude.
Yeah,
that's insane. Good for you. That's way cool, dude. I feel privileged to even have to be in a Zoom call with you. To be honest, I said that from when you first got me on, but I mean that, dude. That's crazy.
I appreciate that, man, and that's kind of why we're fucking here. Like I know that like, look, you're doing check-ins and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, like if I can help you in any way, that's the type of person I am.
I still feel like you're helping me more than I'm helping you, but
whatever. All right. What do we want to talk about this week about the whole job thing? Did you find out any more details?
No, unfortunately not. But I didn't expect to. They said that from 4 hour. I don't know what you call them. The whole department. It's like I'm the Department of Defense, so I'm DOD. So I think they are allowing April 7th through the 14th. That's your resignation window. And then no matter what, your last day wouldn't be sooner than May 1st. So okay. That's all 100% for sure. But it's still, based on what I've been told, and I think I already told you this, but I think it's going to be, I think I'll get it, to be honest, based on what I'm hearing. But I also don't want to get my hopes up again, you know? So with that in mind, then it would be May 1st that I would, let me see here, it would be May 1st, which is a Thursday. Honestly, I'd probably write, let's see. So off. Yeah, so it'd probably be May 2nd would be my last work day, if I had to guess, if everything goes through. Okay. So with that in mind, it'd be 4 weeks away. And so that's all I know as far as the dates go. Again, not going to get my hopes up, but yeah, because it's not an April Fool's joke. I thought that was funny. For a split second, when you said April Fool's, I'm like, no, they wouldn't do that. But then I was like, oh, he probably thinks I'm, you know. So we got that email. And one of my coworkers was like, oh, watch it be a crazy April Fool's joke, you know. I'm like, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that.
I thought you were April Fooling me, bro.
Yeah, that after I sent you what I said of no, they wouldn't do that. I was like, oh, he thinks that I'm It makes perfect sense. That's a great joke, but
I was like, what the fuck? Like, is he fucking with me? You know what I mean?
Dude, I quit. I can work 100 hours a week for you now. Yeah. Anyway.
Awesome. Okay. So, did you give any thought to our discussion?
No, because it's so unsure. You know, I probably wouldn't. You know, I mean, even if it's still unsure, then I can come up with stuff. But I did dabble in the idea, and that would just be creating the systems and structure and stuff. Just, I don't know. Like you could, the thought was like a paid per project, not for hours, because I can get lost in this shit and spend like 30 hours on changing the font. You know, I'm like, that's stupid. I don't think that's right. But something like that. But if you have high level, that changes things up a little bit. But then I was like, oh, we didn't do Zapier or anything like that. So I could still explore that and actually set things up, or any kind of communication or system architecture, making sure things work together, or I don't know, streamlining Everfit somehow. So with all the group chats and stuff, like I go in there and I put things where they need to be. I don't know. I was just brainstorming, you know? So,
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it was, I put, I don't know, 30 minutes of thought into it while I was at work the other day. I had some downtime. So I was like, what could I do? But
okay.
I don't want to get a whole plan and then it's like, oh, hey, you still got to work though. So
like, look, I will say, like, again, we're not going to go too deep into this because I felt like last time we went a little further than we should have. And then, like, all help, like, we lost our hopes, right? So hope was lost. So I will say, like, obviously.
Wait, what do you
like,
mean hope was lost?
I remember, like, we were planned on the 20 hours and then, you know, then you couldn't get like, we thought we were going to resign.
I thought you meant last week's call.
No. I'm talking about last time.
Yeah.
Last time. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I don't want to go too up into expectations all of a sudden, then we can't, right?
You're right.
I will say, though, like, look, like, as we grow, obviously the one thing that's really important are check-ins, of course. So I don't think that would go away. But I will also say, man, like, I do think that because we're growing so rapidly, I do need some sort of, like, operation manager kind of thing. And what that would mean is just, like, keeping track of if the onboarding tracker is being filled out correctly, or when we have high level, looking at the things and making sure things are correctly, or looking at the list of prospects we have and make sure they're tagged correctly, or I don't know, systemizing the group chats would be great, or looking at the check-in logs of all the people that are assigned check-ins and seeing, hey, are there any check-ins being like missed, right? And then notifying the check-in coach, hey, you should check on so-and-so, something like that, right? Or looking at the messages that we have, and all of a sudden you're just like, yo, these messages were not answered, you know, or this change that's been pending since the 23rd or the 3rd, whatever. Yo, Johnny, like, you need to take care of that. You know, like, that's the type of operation manager I would do, because that would alleviate that off my plate. That's what I do now. You know what I mean?
Dude, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of what I would delegate to. And then depending on how we would structure that, just details that we talk. We'd probably still want to do some sort of hourly thing, to be honest. So I can expect, like, when you're working, like a shift, you know what I mean? Like, just like anywhere else. Because there's no really projects, like, it's just a day-to-day responsibility, you know? Like, that would be super important too. And then, for example, like, seeing, like, hey, so-and-so's training comment wasn't answered. Like, can you answer it? You know? Or this guy doesn't have workouts next week, because you can just see the needs programming thing, you know? Mm-hmm. That's the type of operation manager, because operation really is another word for me saying the active coaching phase. So you would become the manager of the active coaching. Okay. Plus the small amount of check-ins you have. Just put it out there, just to put that expectation there. Okay.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
So that's kind of what I'm entailing.
I like my current amount of check-ins. It's a good chunk, I would say. So it's not like it's barely any. So, like, it takes me a minute, but, like, I don't think that. I think that's fine.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna rope in David. Anyways, David's been practicing check-ins and he's been doing really well. So eventually, David will have some check-ins too, and we'll evenly distribute. I honestly just want to grow someone to be client-facing. Like, honestly speaking, Bryson, like, I know that's not for you. We talked about that, but I need someone client-facing. Like, I need probably another, like, nutrition specialist or something. So then every group chat would have me, the nutrition specialist, and the training specialist, Andrew, and then maybe another training specialist too, because Andrew's starting to be too much. So if we have that, like, and I just start to delegate that too, fuck, it'll be so much easier. Like, so much easier to actually grow this thing. Like, up until this point, man, I will tell you, we're growing, but there's so much more I can do to grow. Like, so much fucking more. Like, I can actually fucking post 3 times a day or 2 times a day. I can actually run sales. I can actually do a master class. I can do a fucking scholarship program. Like, that's how you really grow, you know? And I don't have the time. I just don't. Like, I'm not going to put on a fucking master class and speak and without preparing something, you know?
Yeah, like, I'm not just going to bullshit it.
Yeah. You know, and then also being able to take care of the team better, like being able to properly train the nutrition specialist, the training specialist even better. I want to do another Zoom call for our clients too. They really like them. Do another one.
Oh, cool.
Like, that's kind of the thing. Come up with a new fucking coaching program. I want to do a VIP. I want to do that too. So you get like a Zoom call with me every week, and you just fucking pay me $5,000. People would do that. I probably could have upsold so many people on that this week. Like, so many. But I didn't, because I don't have it available. Don't know what the fuck I would say. You know what I mean?
You go
like
$5,000 for 6 months? Is that what you do?
Probably do something like that, yeah. $5,000, 6 months. $45 for 6 months, whatever.
Yeah. Damn, dude.
Like, people do that, and I definitely could have had some fucking people that paid me this week with that. So
that's crazy, dude. That's a whole another level there. I'm kind of like staring at you deer in the headlights because I'm just like, holy shit, you know.
And I don't know. I really have a goal in mind this month, and I really think we can do it. I need to work fucking overtime the next few weeks. Like,
even get 100K or something.
Yeah, I think I can do it, because what I'm gonna do is Easter.
God damn.
Yeah, I think the one thing that'll go for us is the Cancun giveaway that we're gonna do. That will get a lot of renewals. I think a lot of people are happy. A lot of people are coming up for renewal anyways. It's gonna be the fucking jump, right? There's that. Then the girls are taking care of closing, and they're fucking killers. Like, I sent them a whole bunch of recordings for me, like the ones I sent you. They ripped me to shreds. I told them, rip me to shreds. And they were like, you could have done this, you could have done this. I'm like, you're right. You know? Yeah. And then we will also do an Easter sale, because you know how all the clients that come to us are in Lent right now?
Mm-hmm. Is that when it ends?
Yeah, Easter. 420, blaze it. So then... So I can do an Easter sale. I'll run an Easter sale. I know if I do an Easter sale, the girls' calendars will be fucking booked. Like, booked. I know it.
Would you also take a shit ton of calls that week as well?
If I have to.
So you just like tripled your time essentially with adding 2 more people, because you have your time and then 2 more people.
Yep.
Wow.
The allotments for calls. Yep. It's just hard because, especially in the beginning, I just don't know how I'm going to frame it, but whatever. But besides the point. So do that. I'll get a bunch of type forms in, maybe a giveaway. Who knows? I could do 100K this month. I really could fucking do it. Like, I believe it. It's just a matter of how far am I willing to go to do it. You know, that's like the trade-off, and I don't know. I just don't know.
I feel like if you got...
I don't want to break things either. Like, I know 100K a month is possible this month, but I can probably break a whole bunch of shit doing that.
Yeah.
So,
it's like trying to like PR on bench when you barely get 315, you know, and you're going for 4 plates or something like that.
I fucking maxed out on a 1 RM for 315. I'm like, yeah, I can do 405. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, I think it's very possible, dude. It's just a matter of if I should. Just because you should doesn't mean you should. Just because you could doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
So
that's insanity to me. Wow, dude. Nuts.
Yeah.
Dude, so sometimes I'll bring you up at work because people are like, are you going to take advantage of that resignation thing? You know? And I'm like, oh, 100%. And then we kind of get deep into it. I'm like, yeah, the whole retirement thing, that whole avenue, and it just seems so silly to me. Like, if you really want to go for something big, like your retirement, if you did everything right, might be like $6 million. But like I'm in contact with people. I mean, like I'm in a group of them that are doing that, you know, per year, damn near, you know. So, what does Brian do? Like 10 mil a year or something like that?
He does 1.1 mil, or actually, I think he's like at 1.4 a month.
Yeah, a month. Yeah, okay. So.
Yeah.
Then I talk about that, and then I'm like, well, I'm actually working kind of like as an assistant coach type thing for this guy. His name is Mina. He's doing like 50 grand a month, and every time their reaction is always like, holy fuck, you know? I'm like, yeah, it's like that. Why wouldn't I go for it?
One thing I'll leave you with, Bryson, is in July when I decided I want a mentorship, I was making like 10 to 12K a month. And I had never had a mentor ever before.
Wait, last July? That's when you joined?
No, so just listen. So I was making 10 to 12K a month, and I was basically at 10 to 12K a month since the year before that. Like, I was just hitting 10 to 12K a month. I was like, fuck it, whatever, right? I was like, fuck it, I need a mentor. Like, I've been doing everything on my own. Like, it was just me. Like, you know, that's pretty much it. And I had Andrew, but Andrew wasn't what he was doing today. We had our old, oh my God, you would fucking threw up if you saw my old app. It's disgusting. We developed it from scratch.
Yeah, I remember you telling me something about that.
Yeah, so long story short, whatever, I decided I'm gonna get a mentor, right? So I hired a different team, Instacoach Mike. I think I told you about him. He was like just a normal business mentor, but he did a lot of like IG stuff. They fucking were ass, but they brought they brought up my income to like 20, only because I raised my pricing. Like at the time, I was like 180 a month. That's it.
Wow.
Then I brought it up to 400 a month.
Were you using a firm and stuff like that back then too?
No. I was just using like Stripe. That's it.
Wow, okay.
So whatever, besides the point. Then I was at 20K a month in September. And then October again, I left Instacoach Mike and I joined Brian. November, I hit 44K a month. December, I hit 50K a month. Then January and February, I was like at 40 something K. And that was when I told you guys we're just doing systems this month. Then last month I was at 60K. And this month, I don't know. So like where I'm going is like, when I did that in July, my goal was to be a 50K a month coach. That was my goal.
You said 50?
50K a month.
Yeah, so you did that.
Yep. And I thought to myself, this is really far off, but I'm going to get it done within the year. I did that basically in November and December, right? Now I'm at the point where 50K a month is the new standard. So what I'm trying to get at, bro, is like that goal that was so far off to me came a lot closer, but because of the mentorship, obviously. But 50K a month I'm one of the smallest fish in the fucking pond. Like the $1 Million Mastermind, man, like we have people fucking raking in 200K a month like it's nothing. Like it's fucking nothing,
dude.
Like it's fucking nothing. I told Brian I'm gonna be his next coach that hits 100K a month, and I'm fucking pissed because 2 other people did that before I did it. So like that's the other thing too. But like when people scoff at like 50K a month, that's fucking crazy. Whatever. I'm like, if only you knew. Like if only you knew what the actual like vision is and what is actually.
That's probably like pebbles in your grand scheme of like the big vision that you have, right?
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like people think I'm fucking crazy. I work all the time. I do this. I do that all the time. Some of my boys, like my like genuine best friends, make fun of me. Like, why the fuck do you need a team? What are you doing? What do you need a team for? What do you mean you have an assistant? You have an assistant coach or shadow coach, whatever. Like they come at me. Like we come at each other.
Yeah, they just don't understand.
He's a physical therapist, so I tell him, dude, all you do is fucking rub cream on people. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So we just come at each other like that. Like that's
just rub cream on people. That's a good one.
Like, but they don't like just get it. No one will get it. Like no one will understand unless you're really encompassed in it and you see the opportunity. And when you see the opportunity, man, like you just get fucking obsessive with it. Like, and it's like in a healthy manner, obviously. But at the end of the day, it's just like, if I can do this now and I'm fucking 28 years old and we're young, right? Both of us. If you can start something now, Bryson, and really grow this through proper guidance, dude, it's fucking endless what you can actually do. Like, straight up, you know?
It's insane, dude. It's funny because you said that your homies, they, like, why do you need a team? Because they're on the outside. But, like, I feel like I'm kind of on the inside. I see, I understand. Like, my first thought would be, how the fuck would you do this without a team? You know what I mean? Team. Yeah. How the fuck, how the hell could you possibly?
We think the same way, because I tell them the same thing. I'm like, dude, I wouldn't be able to do this without a team. Like, there's no way. Like, what do you mean, bro? I'm like, whatever, bro.
Well, if you're doing 150 check-ins every single week, you're doing all the nutrition updates for every check-in, all the dude. If you had to do it, so if for some reason, some law, like you couldn't have a team, I don't think I would want to do this because that sounds like fucking ass, you know?
I wouldn't. I just wouldn't be able to.
You'd have to have like a 20 client cap, you know, 30 client cap.
I did it at 100.
You did it at 100?
Yeah. In July, I had 100 clients.
Wow, I just ate the fuck out of my words, huh? Damn.
It wasn't like, look, it wasn't nearly as much service. Not service. I was actually fucking really obsessive with getting service. That's what I am. But I will say I did it at 100. Then in August, I dropped purposely like 30 clients because I raised my pricing. And some people I was willing to just let go. Just like,
How did you do that? You just said, hey, due to XYZ, we're raising prices. If you got to go, you got to go.
Look, longest time, I put it in a way where you frame it like, hey, look, like, first off, I want to say I really appreciate coaching you. Like, it's always a dream. Ever since the day we started, like, obviously pricing has gone up, but I've never touched your monthly. But with everything going on and all the different resources being built, then I also timed it in a way where I actually moved from my app to Everfit. I did it really strategically because I was like, with the new app and everything, there's going to be a little bit of a price increase. If you want to continue, your package can do this. You can either go, your package right now can be this, or you can drop down to like monthly check-ins or whatever for this, like whatever you want. And then some people took it, some people left. Some people I actually just said like, hey, like, look, I'm really changing things and you haven't checked in with me for a while. So I really don't think I'm the right coach for you, and just peace out, like right away. And by the way, those people are back with me for a higher price.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So they were here, and you gave them the option to go here or to go here. Both were a win for you, because it was like less attention for you.
Less work, still some sort of low tier, so I still get some sort of income, which is what I do now. Like if someone wants to leave, I will try to downsell them into less attention, and I still make some sort of income.
Both are worth your time, though.
Yep. Or pay me more, and I'll give you more, basically. So,
yeah. Damn.
It's fun stuff, man. Fun stuff.
That's cool. Dude, on a much smaller scale, when you said that...
Don't make fun of me.
No, I'm about to put you on the spotlight. No, hell no. Oh, look at that vape. That's cool. Dude, you're really cool.
I know. Thank you, dude.
Dude, by the way, in those sales calls, you're definitely doing that. Because, dude, oh my, I knew it. Because I'm sitting there listening. I had it in at work, and I hear like is that some fair or whatever? And like
yeah,
I'm like,
during that, when I pitch, I have it on my script, shut the fuck up. And I have a tendency of not shutting the fuck up. Like you have to drop the price and say, how does that sound? Mm-hmm. Right away, right? So I've noticed where I will actually take a hit.
Well, I thought you were just breathing really heavy for a sec because it wasn't as clear. So I'm like, why is he breathing so? Like he said the price and he shit in his pants.
Victoria actually said the same thing. Victoria was like, I can tell you were vaping. I was like, fuck this.
I thought you were just shitting your pants. Like I just said that price. No. Yeah. What was I gonna say?
On a smaller scale.
So you were talking about how. Hold on. You were talking about how you're the smallest fish in the pond. And like you feel like 100K is so within reach, right? So on a much smaller scale, when I got off that call with the guy that I talked to the other day, even though I didn't get the sale, like it just made it so real, like how attainable this is. Because if he would have signed up, that would have been, because I had the whole Affirm thing like linked up. So if he would have signed up, that would have been, it was 1,500 total. But I think Affirm takes like 5% or something like that. So I just would have made 1,400, which I just need to do that 3 times a month to then quit my job. And I was just like, that's all I have to do, like that's it. And it was crazy because like I was just like that close to making the first part happen.
You know what you just did, right? You went backwards. Like you built your goal from the backwards. I don't know what the fucking word is.
Reverse engineer.
You reverse engineered it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Built your goal from the backwards.
You reverse engineered, right?
Yeah.
Like think about it. Like if your goal is to make 10K a month, right? And you're selling $2,000 programs, you just fucking do it 5 times the whole month. That's it.
I just didn't even realize how. Because in my head it's like, I got to do this. Like,
what the fufuck are you charging $1,500 for?
So I actually picked this up from you. So I charged $2,000, and I was like, with summer rolling around though, it's 25% off. It brings down to $1,500, and then that way it averages out to
what's the length?
6 months.
6 months for $1,500? That's cheap, bro.
Honestly, I don't have a community and stuff like that. I don't got all the. So
I get it. I will say though, sometimes
much more experienced than I am too.
It's not about that. Just do you know Hermosi, like what he said once about raising pricing? Do you remember?
Is that what he said? He raised the prices and then...
He raised prices and gives like a fucking really expensive offer on something just to price anchor something, right? Like, but it still works the same here. Sometimes if you bring up the investment, like people will go for it more. And the reason is just because they understand like, oh, this must be very valuable. Like think about it, right? Like you take your girl out and you go and you either can go to McDonald's or you can go to like an expensive steakhouse, right? So when you understand, like, I'm going to spend more at the steakhouse, you understand you're getting more quality. So that's kind of the thing. Like, of course, to each their own. I don't think $1,500 is that cheap. I was just fucking messing with you. But at the end of the day, it's just like, try raising it. Like, if you have, by the way, play it by ear, man. Like, if you have something that's really hot and you like think it's good, I've done that a couple times. Like,
you just raise it on the spot.
Just raise it on the spot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
say and like I have a couple calls where I sold it for like $2,400, and I was like, like, oh, usually it's $3,000, but today we're gonna do $600 off. If you take action today, $2,400. Okay, done. It's not hard, and then you just have to create the payment link. That's it. And another thing too is like, that was the thing that I did that was very interesting to me. When I raised my pricing to $400 a month, I also started selling three-month packages. So I would sell 3-month packages for $1,200. When I first started pitching that, honest to God, dude, I was like, nah, like, no one's going to take this. Like, no one's going to fucking take this. 3 months for $1,200? Like, no. First 3 calls were sales right away. Then I had some no's. But 3 calls right away were sales.
How long ago was this? Was this when you were in the group or anything?
July, when I hired the other mentor.
So what pretty much doubled your prices, and then you started getting more sales. That's what you're saying?
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. Because I also started taking Instagram seriously too. That's why.
Yeah. Okay. Well, another win, all in all, for me was that I even said that price out loud, because I've never said 4 figures ever in my life on a call like that.
That's fucking
or even
good.
in the DMs. So,
dude, if you can believe that you're worth that much, fucking do it. Like, just have conviction.
Oh, so that price point, 100%. So when you're saying I'm too cheap, I'm like, I don't know if I believe that yet. So like, I think that comes within here.
Up to you, dude. Up to honestly, bro. Like,
maybe I'll just do it on the next call.
Off with that. If you want to start off with that, get some skin in the game, and like really get your sales things up, and then increase the prices. You could do that too. I just think a 6-month program for fucking $1,500 is a steal, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So maybe do that, or just fucking over deliver. You could do that. You could also make it a 16-week program. Just saying.
Well, actually, it was 16 weeks, and it was $250 a month, so same thing. But then I was
you can make the $1,500. You can make $1,500.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That becomes $375 a month.
Damn, dude.
You can also price anchor too, if you want.
Yeah, see, I price anchored twice, technically, on the call.
No, you price anchor and say, okay, so I got 2 programs that are, I think that you'd fit best. I have a 6-month program that's a weekly check-in, and it'll be this, or you have a 6-month program that's bi-weekly check-in, and it'll be this.
Would you say it's ethical to say that?
Be careful with be careful that when you do that, because sometimes if you give the prospect too much information at once, I've noticed, they come with, I got to think about it. I got to see which one I'm going to fall in more, which is really annoying.
Okay. You think it's ethical to give 2 options and make the first one absolutely ridiculous so that they will not choose the first one, so that the second one looks even better?
It's more ethical what?
So if I said, all right, so we have this program, and I'm going to exaggerate it so I can paint the picture. So we have program 1, it's $10,000 for 3 months, and you get all this. Or we have program 2, it's $3,000 for 3 months, and you get all this.
That's what a true price anchor is, right?
Is that okay? That's not
what a true price. Well,
because if somebody takes you up on the first one, it's almost like
that's the Hormozy thing I was telling you about.
Like that drastic?
Yes, Hormozy even said. Sorry, 1 second.
Well, I know price anchoring works. I've actually seen that shit happen in real life for me, and I'm like, oh yeah, but I don't know if you just not make it up, but like if you really have a program in place that has XYZ and it really does cost shit ton.
Dude, that's the Hormozy.
I guess it's not unethical if you offer.
I need you to watch the Hormozy video. Like I'll try to dig up. He posts all the time, but it was a while ago.
Work hours, right?
Yeah, he basically said. he basically says like. He was working with a company. I don't know what the fuck the company was. He basically said, yo, have an option on your price sheet that is like stupidly expensive. Like $10,000. He literally said for you. And then he's like, and then have a mid-tier, which is like the one you actually want them to take. People will go for that. But then he goes, what's interesting though is the companies that I've done that with, they've been very surprised because more people started going for the more expensive one. And that's what I was saying. Because people will be like, oh, well, this one, if I invest a little more and I get this done, I'm going to get so much more value. I'm going to get so much more progress, So if someone's already in that buy now mentality, you can catch them. And if they're not, and if they're just like ready to go in, but they don't have 10 grand, they'll get the mid tier.
Interesting. Okay. I got to read some more Alex Ramosi shit, dude.
I watched that on one of his Instagram videos. I thought it was really cool.
Dude, he's got so much stuff. Like, I mean, this is no shade against PT Dom, but I feel like I learned more from, like, Alex, for example, than crazy.
I honestly think, man, like, personally, Bryson, I feel like you already have the knowledge to get out of the CLA and get into the 10K.
How much is the 10K? Isn't it like $1,000 a month, something like that? $1,500 a month?
I was never there. I don't know. No, I
just like
I was never fucking there. I can't tell you.
Wait, speaking of which, dude, so the CLA has a course. Does the MDM and the 10K also have a course?
Yeah.
What does it even talk about?
The MDM is totally different course than.
It's probably like some high tactic, high strategy shit, huh?
Yeah, it's all about hiring and scaling and stuff like that. Which
like real entrepreneur shit, huh?
Yeah, like delivery and buying back your time and all that stuff. I've been starting to read through it a little bit more, which has been helpful. Yeah. But Bryson, like I told you before, like again, I'm not gonna fucking blow smoke up your ass like two fucking weeks in a row. Did enough last week. But I will say, like, you're a fucking smart guy. I think you can get the 10K a month, like, with your own knowledge. But I would still stick to the CLA because then
it's a very valuable group, yeah.
Yeah, and like you get that, and then plus just fucking go to the 10K. Like, invest, dude. Invest in that. And I think you can get the 10K with what you're doing now with your job, by the way. So.
Yeah, I appreciate that, dude. I mean, I always think about numbers and do the millionaire math. You know, I'm like, so this many clients, this times, you know, like all I need to do is like, dude, the bar is so low for me. I just need 3 people a month. That's it, just 3.
Yeah, and get it done. Like literally get it done.
It almost sounds so embarrassing. You know?
Why don't you launch a referral system if you really want 3K?
Launch a referral system?
Yeah. Do you have one?
No. No.
Well, all you got to do is tell your clients, dude, I fucking love working with you. And I need more people like you. So if you know anyone that would benefit in the program just as much as you're benefiting, and if you want an extra accountability partner, let me know, connect us, and as a huge thank you, I'll give you a free month.
And people usually take you up on that? Is a free month that enticing for them?
I've started to do it at the end of my sales calls.
Oh, right at the very... You got that from Hermosi, huh?
I got that from another guy, Josh something. Josh Leon.
Because Alex talks about that. He said we looked into some company. One guy was outperforming everybody like 20x, and that's exactly what he did. Just asked referrals at the end of the call.
I have to remember to do that. I just keep forgetting, but I'm sure I could have gotten so many more if I remembered.
Put a note of that to do that.
Dude, you can just talk to your clients now that are kicking ass and give them an incentive. And as if they do sign up, I used to do 10% of cash collected to them, but I didn't like that. So I just give them a free month. Extend your program 1 month on the house. So in essence, you're not really shelling out anything, and they're saving $300 or whatever it is.
Yeah. Damn, that's interesting. Okay. I'm going to put a note on that to put on my sales script.
Yeah.
Interesting, dude. Cool.
Yep. Got you. Anything else?
Yeah. I don't think so, dude. I mean, I could talk about this shit all day. I think it's so interesting, dude.
I got you.
Not trying to blow smoke up your ass, but it's nice to connect with like-minded individuals who are like, I mean, you understand more than me, but like they get it, you know? If I'm at work and I'm trying to...
You get the fucking opportunity and vision. You stop fucking thinking like a sheep. That's what it is.
Yeah.
As shitty as that sounds, it's the truth. Stop thinking like a sheep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just... I don't even know how to word it. Just people don't have that, I guess, that drive for anything other than like the comfortable little bubble.
I was going to cut you off and say drive, but I thought to myself I cut him off a lot, so let me not say that.
Oh, you're good, dude. Is that what I said? Did I say drive?
Yeah.
I don't even know what I said.
It's drive. It's drive. It's fucking aspirations. It's just motivation. It's self-belief.
I always want to go on record and say if like, they're cool with that, then like perfect. But I feel like a lot of people aren't, and I think they lie to themselves.
I think us as human beings, we have like even like an ethical kind of thing. Like you have a responsibility to just be better, like just improve. I think that's like my self-belief. Just be better, just improve every single day. If you're not improving, if you're not doing something better, you're doing something wrong. So.
Yeah, I used to go with this whole dire grow mentality, you know? like do something to grow a little bit. If you don't, like you're dying because the world moves on. Stock market goes up, all this shit. So pausing is just reverse, you know. But anyway, I don't know. I don't think I have anything else.
Cool. All right, man. Well, keep me posted on the check-ins. If we can get the ones that aren't late out tonight, that'd be perfect. And then I think that's it. I'll keep you posted on high level, by the way.
Dude, I'm really interested in all of that. I mean, I don't know what that even entails, but I would love to help do whatever I can to make things smooth as shit.
I'll once I actually like start implementing stuff, I'll invite you so you can see the whole thing. Cool. And then we can kind of build things together and stuff. But let me just. I have 20 minutes. I need to eat, so I'm gonna go eat. And then I'll keep you posted once I meet with them at 7:15. All right.
Okay. Oh, you meet with them? Okay, I see.
I meet them in 20 minutes.
Okay.
I've been at my desk since like 7 o'clock this morning. Yeah. I took
shit.
A break
12 hours,
I took a break to go get coffee.
How many coffee? This is
a lot of fucking coffee.
You said you have so much caffeine you can't even see? That's funny, dude.
I had 5 shots this morning from Starbucks. That was on my Instagram story. And then I made some more coffee, some black coffee, a couple hours ago. So
dang.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta do.
I've actually been caffeine free for I think 2 months now. So
that's crazy. I don't know how I would function without it.
I want to. Sorry, I know you're trying to go, but have you heard Chris Williamson's take? Do you know who that is? The podcaster. Mm-hmm. So he does a thing where he only has caffeine every other day, never 2 days in a row. And I was just because he just maintains the potency. So like that way you can still have just one can of whatever and it's still the same hit, as opposed to being 5 shots deep and you're like, fuck, it didn't even work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know, because caffeine is not addictive, but I feel like I always want it when I'm on it. You know what I mean? And I don't know, maybe that's I
just attribute the feeling of being super hyper productive with being caffeined. That's my problem. Like, I don't really care about coffee.
So it's almost placebo now for you then.
It's not. It's not placebo, because I will say, like, it's not about like, oh, if I drink coffee, I automatically seem productive. It's just my fear of not being productive. So it's like I have a fear of feeling like tired and feeling like I fuck up. Like on a sales call, I've had a couple sales calls where I'm dying, like I'm dead. By the end of the phone call, when I'm talking to someone for 30 minutes to give me a price objection or something, I don't give a fuck. I'll just say, all right. Like literally, he'll give me a price objection. You know what? If it's not in the cards, not in the cards. It's all good. You know, because like that. Because I'm just like, I want to get off this call. I don't care. Yeah,
That's so funny, dude.
I could probably, in the month of March, I took 60 calls. I will say I could have probably made an extra 10 grand probably in the month of March if I wasn't tired. Like, confidently I can say that. But I just didn't.
I don't know why, but that's so funny. Like, you're just, yeah. Oh, it's all good, bro. See ya.
Literally, or if they say I want to talk to my husband, I want to keep some time to think about it, yeah, go ahead, dude. I'll talk to you soon.
How much time you need?
I won't even get a deposit. And I just had a lady text me, like, from earlier this week.
So funny,
like,
dude.
Won't be able. I talked to my husband. I don't think I'll be able to. I'm just like, no worries. Talk to me soon. Peace. Because I know I already made fucking 10 grand today. So I'm like, I don't care. You know? It's just, like, I wish I recorded those, because those are the funniest calls. Like, literally one objection, I'm just like, you're good. No worries. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Like, that's it.
I wish you would save those and then somehow get, like, Alex Ramosi to look at it, because he'd be like, what the fuck? You know? The fuck was that?
Yeah, dude. It's just, oh, God. All right, man. Well, just keep me posted with the check-ins. Let me know. And I'll keep you posted. All right? Let's just really try early as you can, Bo, because I really want to sleep tonight. So the
Do you wait
earliest
on me to get these done? Like you...
Yeah.
Bro. Okay. I wish you would have... Okay. I didn't know that. I thought you...
No, I Friday nights I try to sleep early, because Saturday I have like things always to do in the morning, usually, and that's why I always ask you, like, what time will you send them in the morning as well, so then I can kind of be on standby just in case. It's not a big deal, but
dude, I feel like a dick. I thought you were just working on stuff anyway.
No, I Friday night into Saturday I try to sleep a little early, so I have to be up Saturday, and then Sunday is like my one day where I sleep in without an alarm, so it's fine. It's not a big deal. Like, if it was a big deal, I would have told you. But just please try to get it done as soon as you can for the check-ins, at least the early ones, right? And And by the way, like, can you fire them off to me? Maybe like just because I know last week was kind of confusing. Can you fire them off to me like maybe 5 at a time? Is that possible? That way I can just review 5.
When I do 5 and send them, yeah.
Yeah, that way instead of all of them at once and I miss something or anything like that, is that possible?
Yeah, 100%.
Cool, awesome. All right, bro. I'll talk to you soon.
Cool. Thanks again, man. I appreciate these calls a lot. So thank you.
You know I got you, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Love shooting the shit sometimes. Peace.
Yeah, that's fun. See you, man. Dude, Mina's a funny fucking guy. God damn it, that's funny. Holy shit. All right. I got a laugh out of that, so hopefully you did too. But I think this is going to be at the end of the episode, so that's the show. Peace. That's it for today. If you got some sort of value or you were entertained, please consider leaving a rating on the platform that you're listening on. It helps a ton. If you are looking for a more polished version of this show, you can check out the Allegiant Excellence podcast, where I go deep into mindset, discipline, fitness, and personal development as a man. And don't forget to check out the links below and read the description. There are sometimes things written there that didn't quite make it on the episode. So thank you so much for your ongoing support in a guy that has massive ambition but nothing to show for it quite yet. And as always, thank you for taking time out of your day to listen and support. I'll see you tomorrow.